Lady in 46 South Road.
One call, retone that, please. Captain 4 will be going to that location.
Like all cities, San Francisco's enforcers of law and order are its police officers, uniformed men and women who routinely patrol the streets to keep them safe. But San Francisco is unique. Besides the regular SFPD, the city has a second group of officers patrolling its neighborhoods. They are a little-known force called Patrol Special Police Officers, and this is their story.
My name is Alan Byard. I'm 62 years old, and I've been a Patrol Special Police Officer for almost 40 years. I started patrolling streets of San Francisco in 1977. I was 23 years old.
In the early days of San Francisco's founding, the police department lacked funds to pay all the police officers needed. San Francisco's first police chief, Marshal Fallon, established the city's police force, consisting of both regular police officers and special police.
Patrol specials are your original neighborhood police. They're paid by the people in the neighborhood. This goes back to San Francisco before the gold rush.
The Police Commission has appointed patrol specials to serve as police officers who are sworn to protect the peace. The members of the patrol specials, however, receive no salary from the city. Instead, they are granted the exclusive right to be paid by the merchants, shop owners, neighborhood associations, and citizens in the communities they patrol.
I'm a San Francisco native. I've been here all my life, and that's one of the things I wanted to do, was to help the city and help serve the citizens of the city.
This former police chief's map shows the city divided into the patrol special beats. Patrol specials are designated by the Police Commission as the owners of their beat territories, which they have patrolled since the 1850s with their staffs of officers. The regular police were always paid by city funds and not allowed to accept private money for public police duties, as that would be a conflict of interest. This two-tiered system allowed communities to purchase additional local neighborhood police whenever needed, with minimal expense to the city. For 160 years, each generation of patrol specials could pay for their retirement by selling their patrol beats to the next generation of officers. But in 1987, Chief of Police Frank Jordan asked the highly respected city attorney, Louise Rennie, how the city could take away the rights of the patrol specials. The city became interested in patrol specials revenue from private policing and wanted to provide privately hired, privately paid security patrols using regular SFPD officers. Rennie replied by warning the city, "You have asked us to prepare legislation authorizing both on-duty and off-duty San Francisco police officers to perform contract foot patrol duties. For the following reasons, we have concluded that the legislation you request would be unlawful." Rennie continued, "The patrol specials have the exclusive privilege under the city charter to patrol city streets in their beats in order to serve their private clients. The charter is the city's highest law and cannot be violated even by the city or police department. The patrol specials ownership by definition is the right to use and exclude others."
I am currently working 7 days a week. I work my beats from about 9 o'clock at night till almost 5:30 in the morning, every day.
Rennie's opinion warned that what the city sought to do would be an impermissible interference with the exclusive beat privileges granted to patrol specials by the city charter. Despite her warnings, the city has been engaging in privately hiring out regular SFPD officers at over $100 an hour through its Administrative Code Section 10B program.
My last day off was in the beginning of July, and here it is, we're at the end of September. I still haven't had another day off.
Rennie was also concerned about sabotage and what she described as de facto elimination. She warned that the police commission may not eliminate the patrol specials by so restricting their powers and duties as to make their services worthless. But the city went ahead and obstructed the patrol specials, including failing to process many new assistant officers' hiring applications, which had the effect of reducing the patrol specials' numbers from hundreds to only a handful.
I have no assistants. The city has made it next to impossible to get an assistant patrol special through the process, and if it does, it takes years.
In court, the city denied there were any problems allowing the patrol specials to hire new assistants, despite the documented public record.
Deputy Chief, looking at the last year, how many applications have you received from patrol specials? I know that we can't discuss the specifics, but what's the total number?
For the fiscal year of 2006 to 2007, we have 11.
And of those, how many have you processed? Have you approved?
Out of the 11, not one has been approved.
I haven't taken a vacation in 10 years. I work 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
City Attorney Rennie also warned the government may not deprive the patrol specials of their property without due process. If the city took these rights and revenues away, it had to give some of the money back to the patrol specials so they could recoup their investment. But the city never told the patrol specials it was ending the program and began the de facto elimination Rennie had warned against. And the city received tens of millions of dollars from private clients' 10B work reimbursements, saving millions in city overtime costs at the expense of the patrol specials. With the patrol specials ranks decimated and nobody to sell their beats to, this last generation of heroes has been unable to fund their retirements.
I've received police commission commendations. I've received citations for working the 1989 earthquake. I've received many captain's commendations for outstanding police work. My Silver Star was for not shooting somebody. It was a bank robber who decided at that time that he could shoot at me, but because there was too many members of the general public in the way, I could not return fire. Luckily, as he ran around the corner, he ran into a sign which knocked him out.
Fire was coming out of the building. I called it in, and while they were on their way, the cops and the firemen, I ran into the building and started bringing people out, bringing them, literally bringing out on my shoulders. You don't think about the danger, you just go and do the job.
Patrol Special Officer Robert Burns was recommended for the Medal of Valor for stopping an active shooter, possibly saving many civilians on a crowded street.
My precinct sergeant, which was a night sergeant, he saw what I had done and informed me that he had put me in for a Medal of Valor, but I never received the medal.
Allegedly, when the patrol specials tried to continue working 7 days a week and helping each other patrol their beats, the city brought most of the remaining beat owners up on trumped-up disciplinary charges, often for trivial matters like incomplete paperwork or helping each other patrol their beats. Months later, Officer Burns was terminated for reasons including not having a blue stripe on his uniform trousers. And Officer Jane Warner, beloved in the Castro, had disciplinary charges brought against her. The vice president of the patrol specials was also brought up on charges for reasons including referring to himself as a police officer, even though the city charter and their uniforms say patrol specials are police officers. Soon, no beat owner under age 50 remained. The patrol specials filed a claim with the city in 2011, which the city rejected with no negotiations, forcing the remaining 14 beat-owning patrol specials to sue their beloved city. The lawsuit alleges egregious civil rights violations and elder financial abuse for destruction of the livelihoods and retirements of elderly and disabled officers, many after a lifetime of service. But in the response to the lawsuit, the city did not follow Louise Rennie's written directives regarding the patrol specials' rights and promises about allowing them to recoup their investment. Instead of working out a resolution, the city has been using its vast resources to try to have the lawsuit thrown out on technicalities and leave the patrol specials with nothing after lifetimes of dedicated service.
When I first came in, it was almost 300 people. Now, it's 15. I don't know what I'm going to do now at this age.
The city tried telling the court the patrol specials don't have constitutionally protected property rights despite Louise Rennie's written admission. The court disagreed. The city also denied it allowed illegal private security firms to compete against the patrol specials.
This was that they're looking to hire security companies to patrol North Beach?
I also read that in the paper. I know it's the...
And I believe that's prohibited under our charter for a security company to actually patrol the streets as opposed to patrol specials.
The city in court also denied committing any due process violations, despite the public record.
It is my opinion, and I've looked through this, that the department does have a pretty clear conflict of interest in supervising this particular program. We are depriving them of their due process.
So I was devastated in learning that I couldn't sell my beat and that everything I worked for all the years is now totally useless.
Why is the city fighting these decorated heroes, denying them their rights and refusing to compensate them after a lifetime of service? Don't we need more blue uniforms on the streets? The patrol specials have offered negotiated solutions, including crime reduction, improved public safety, and even reduced costs for the city. But currently, there are no negotiations. These heroes are the last generation of the 160-year-old San Francisco Patrol Special Police. After a lifetime of helping others, they now need your help. Here's what you can do. Number 1, make a contribution to help the patrol specials pay for the costs of the lawsuit. Number 2, if you have information or evidence relating to the city's wrongdoing in this matter, contact the patrol specials attorney, Daniel A. Bacondi, Esquire. And number 3, contact city officials and ask them why aren't they stopping this outrage in our beautiful city.